Today we're doing a mullet fade with a textured fringe. What's up, this is Dilo and we're gonna start the tutorial with the clipper and the number 4 guard. We're gonna start debulking all that side and the area where the cut is gonna be. We are gonna flick out on the way up when the division starts of the blade on the top. And as you can see, I'm not putting any pressure as I go up. What I'm trying to do is just cut those hairs that are hanging around, trying to give it a shape already of the cut. And as you can see, it's starting to make a smooth transition. I'm helping myself with the comb so I can lay down the hairs that move around when I pass the clipper. That's gonna help me to have everything more clean and steady to the next cut. Now with the 1.5 guard with the lever open, I'm gonna start debulking and cleaning the area where the fade is gonna be. That's why I don't go that high this time. I'm just trying to fade away the 1.5 open to the number 4 guard, and that's why I put it on the lineup on the back in the ear too, because I want those hairs to be down so the trimmer can go easily. Now with the trimmer, I'm gonna start my first guideline that is gonna be the ball line, and it's gonna be with light pressure. I'm not putting any hard pressure on it. I don't wanna get a harsh line to fade later. And I'm helping myself with the corners of the blade to make that curve nicely. And as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna start debulking and taking off all those hairs below that line. And that's how we're gonna do it. Make sure everything is cut down to trimmer size so you don't get trouble with the shaver later. Well, after you get that done, we're gonna start with the clipper, lever open, no guard, and we're gonna start flicking out our first guideline that is gonna be like 1/2 inch above that ball line. And as you can see, I'm helping myself too with the brush. That helps me have a cleaner area and more clean organization work. After that, I'm gonna start with the second guideline that is gonna be the one open, lever open, and this time I'm gonna go like 1 inch above that last guideline, a little bit higher this time, and I'm gonna flick out as I go up. I'm trying to fade that guideline into the 1.5 that I did before. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna close the lever and I'm gonna start fading that transition between the last guideline and this one that is gonna be the middle point between the no guard lever open and the 1 guard open. And I also play with the lever as I see some spots where I need to cut a little bit more. Now that we get that done, I'm gonna do the ball transition to skin with the shaver, putting a little bit of pressure and leaving the pressure out as I go to the limit of the line. And to start fading, I'm gonna do lever close with the clipper, only using the corners of the blade. I'm gonna start flicking out that bottom line, but only that bottom line. I'm not going any higher. And as soon as I'm done hitting that bottom line, I open the lever and I do a little bit higher than that this time. And that's how I'm gonna fade this transition of the 0. Just closing up the lever to hit that bottom line, and as soon as I'm done hitting all that line, I'm gonna open the lever and go a little bit higher in the same motion, only using the corners of the blade and flicking out. I can play with the lever too. If I see some spots that didn't cut through the lever open, I close it again and try to take it down again. It's up to you to use that lever. Now with the trimmers, I'm gonna try to clean that transition between the shaver and the 0, because there's always a little bit of hairs in there, dark dots messing around with the transition of the shaver and the 0. Line up the C-cups. I start where the hair grows up naturally in the up part, and then in the bottom part I just connect those two spots in the front and the bottom using the corner of the blade so I can create that curve. That's it for now. I went back to the clipper with the lever open and closed because I saw some spots that didn't fade in that well. It's up to you to take those details. And now to make the design, this client wants two straight lines, one larger than the other. That's why I'm just tryna do a little bit of tipping, not too much, simple. And to make the line straight, I just follow the same line that I already made on the other side. And then I take the trimmer upside down so I can create that other cut in the line, so I can make it a little bit more thick, so I don't struggle too much with the eraser later. And that also helps creating a more clean lines. Just making sure it's all even. It should be easy. Be confident doing them. Now for the lineup in the back, I help it with my other hand to take the ear down so I don't struggle. And I make that curve in the back that joins the mullet to the fade. And I do a little bit of clipper over comb. As you can see, I'm only using the corners of the blade. Well, I'm just hitting that specific spot in the transition between the mullet and the fade. I saw a little bit of bulk there. It's kind of dark. It's not helping me with the smooth transition. That's why I'm trying to take them down. And that's it for now. Just trying to get those details in the back of the ear too. And the inconsistencies on the fade. Now with the razor, I'm gonna start cleaning the arch and the lineup against the grain. I also did the lines on the design, but I don't know why I don't have that video, but I did it too. And as soon as I'm done, I'm gonna start cleaning up the neck. I don't wanna line up in the neck. I want that mullet to be hanging on the neck, so that's why I only clean the bottom part, taking those hairs up so it can look clean, taking all those baby hairs. And with the white pencil, I'm gonna create a little bit of more bright on the design so I can pop more. Help it with the trimmer and the brush. Now I'm gonna start wetting all the top part and the back part so I can cut it down. I comb it through the cowlet direction, how the hair grows naturally. Every client has different. And now I'm gonna start with the bangs. I'm gonna take like ½ inch off. My client doesn't want it too short, he just wants texture. And well, I'm trying to cut a little bit more too on the sides and the back. That is where the fade connects with the top part. Over there, as you can see, I'm gonna tilt my hand a little bit, like kinda like down sideways. That's how my client grows his hair, and I want to create that smooth transition that goes with the look of the hair. That's why I kinda tilt my hand over there like that and cut it in that direction. And I cut all the bulkiness and hair that comes up. That's how I'm creating that connection to the sides and the top. I do a little bit of clipper over comb too with the same tilted direction. And now I'm trying to give some texture and clean and take all the bulk. That's why I'm cutting like vertically with the scissors in a vertical position, not horizontal. That's when I help create that texture, because I'm trying to make like cuts in the hair that is already long. And to the top part, I'm just taking the hair sideways, trying to take all that bulk and at the same time give some texture. That's why you'll see me like grabbing around all hair all over the head. I'm trying to create texture, cut it in like little triangles. And also, as soon as I see some very long hairs that don't match with the bangs, I cut them down too, like in that back part. As you can see, the texture is kind of starting to pop a little bit. That's how it is. The texture cut, and trying to get those details in the bangs too. I saw some consistent hair that were once more long than others. My client eating hair side too with the same motion, with the tilted on the sides cut and the texture all over around. I take my thin shears and take a little bit of bulk in the sides, and to make sure it's all even, now I'm starting to drag the hair from the bangs to the back, so I can check if it's even or not, and at the same time I take advantage and do a little bit more of texture cuts. And to the mullet part, he just wants to maintain his mullet the same length, just clean out those like already damaged hairs. So that's why I'm taking like around an inch and a half, because there's a lot of damage hair in there. Now I'm gonna spray some sea salt texture spray all over the top and the back, and as soon as I'm done I take my matte paste pomade and I'm gonna start to rub it all in and scrunch it on the top of the hair, in the already wet hair. And as soon as I'm done with that, I'm gonna take the blow dryer with the diffuser, that is the spikes thing, that accessory. And this is it. Subscribe to the channel, give it a like, hit that bell so you can see the notification of new videos. If you have any questions how to make the cut, let me know in the comment section down below. See you.